Okay, everyone. So this is the office hours. Thank you for joining. For those who have questions and want to ask, please feel free to put your hand up and ask, or you can put them in the chat and I'll get to them as they come to you. Anything regarding last material or anything you want to talk about around the AI side, just please let me know.
Thanks, Louis. Actually, I have one question. So, the collab thing we kind of put right the program. So I'm trying to open and start running. I'm unable to initiate it. So maybe if you can
Yeah,
able to guide me through, that would be good. So
for sure. Let's start sharing your screen and get that open.
yeah, sure, sure. And give me 1 minute. Actually, I called on phone, so I'll
No,
join on the desktop and I can share my screen.
no worries. If anyone
So
has any,
by the way, I'm like I have some programming experience, but I'm a statistical programmer, but
okay.
not in IT actually. So I'm not in IT.
Yeah, no worries, no worries. Yeah, I made it really easy for everyone, so don't worry.
Okay, sure. Thank you.
In the meantime, anyone have any questions, feel free to ask. Or if you have anything, if you want to take this time yourself and open up the Google Colab and actually run through the notebook, um, go ahead and take the time yourself. I know sometimes it's really hard to find other time throughout the day, throughout the week to even work on these assignments. So if you just want to, if you feel free to work on the assignment, like work on pulling it, running it yourself at this time too. And if you run into any issues, you can always pop into the chat and let me know.
Since I have no questions today, all good. Everybody's able to run everything.
Awesome. How about you, Manoj? How you doing?
Yeah, doing good. Having this allergies on and off. So yeah, just going on.
No worries, no worries. Sometimes, yeah, it's allergy season, but
Yeah, we can't do much about it. Just go through the things.
seems like everyone's an expert now in running these things in.
Can you hear me?
Yes, yeah, I can hear you, Jay. No worries.
So, sorry.
No worries.
Yeah, I think this is the one. So this is the first program, right? So that we can.
Yes.
So it has all these details. So yeah. So do I need to store it like in case if I make changes? So do I need to store it some other program name or it's okay?
Well, when you're done, you click File Save, and it'll just automatically save on your Google Drive, right? You're pulling these things from your Google Drive, right? So,
Yes, it's on
yeah.
my Google Drive only. Yeah, what's that? Okay, so the first thing is like So this one is already done, right? Or like, do we need to run this also?
So when I see if you see them like commented out, that means you don't have to worry about those because you're already that's for like inside GCP, so you don't have to worry about those. So don't worry about installing that.
Yeah,
So
but yeah, it says like uncomment to the following cell to restart. Okay, you mean
this part here, this bottom part,
this
yeah.
one?
Yep. So you can click on the play button.
Okay,
Um,
do I need to? Oh, sorry, let me confuse.
So it's going to connect. If you see to the right, top right, it's going to connect you to an area. Perfect. You got RAM and disk up. And once that's running on the left side, it worked. So it's going to restart your environment variable right now because we did a Python install application. So you should be good now. Okay. So on the top right, it said connected again.
Yeah, this is the one.
Yeah. Okay, you're good to go. So let's go down.
So yeah, this is yours. I can ignore this, like your session
Yeah.
crash for unknown reason.
Yeah, because we told it to restart. Yeah.
Oh, oh,
Let's go down. It's telling you the different models that's available. You don't have to worry about those ones.
oh.
Okay, and then go down below.
So it says uncomment the following cell to initialize the what that's
Yeah, sometimes it's only if you're inside GCP, but we're not inside GCP. So um, that's in the GitHub. Were you able to, in the instructions and that give out to everyone to how to install and how to get access to Google Colab. There's also a Git instructions below
yes.
how to download all the notebooks. So Alicia just had a quick question. So in these, it has all the notebooks you need to download onto your Google Drive and be able to run them.
Okay,
Just
perfect.
letting us know, Alicia, if you have any issues or things installing them, right? So then you click install Panda. So these are packages. So so you need to install packages in order for them to run. Sometimes they're already installed on Google Colab. So we're just double checking, but it looks like it's already satisfied. So when it stops running, that means we're good.
Yeah, next is this.
So now we're just importing them.
Okay, perfect.
So import means they're able to run and use them. So we're just opening up the different packages, so we're good to go. All right. So now we'll start with the first loading our model. So this here is important because this is how we load our API key. So let's see if we can run that. In the grant access. Okay, it says it's loaded. All right, so let's run the next line. So this one's going to call in which model we're using. So you can follow and click on the play button. Okay, so I'll explain a little bit more what's happening here, right? So again, we're importing our pandas, as pandas is how we read our information. We're using generative AI, the text generation models, the packages to read our Gemini LLM. The generation config is what we talked about in class, right? The temperature, how much tokens come out, different parameters. That's how we sort of program the parameters. And the bottom square is which model we're going to be calling. So this is Gemini 1.5 Flash, but there's actually 2.5 now. So you can go in and always look at AI Studio, and you can always change which model you can use from here.
Okay. Do I need to go back to?
So if you go to the chat and Google AI Studio, I think you have it on your third tab, yeah.
So I need to copy this and.
Yep. So that's 2.5 for all. Let's do the 2.5 Flash because that's sort of the faster one.
Yeah.
So you just copy the two Gemini. Yep, the 2 point. Yeah. Oh, sorry. The no worries. So dash 2.5, it's fine. If you know the numbers, I think it's going to be the same thing, just the different numbers. Yeah.
So I just
Copy.
copy
Yeah.
and come back here.
And then just copy that into that part.
Okay, just
And then just run it again because now we called a new model in.
okay.
All right, so let's go down below. So this talks about how we can first call the model. So then we'll click run from here. Okay. So you got different. Let me just double check mine.
Did this one?
Okay, let's see yours again. Let's see if you can open up your. Just to make sure I have the exact same code. Sorry, it's on my side. Okay, so generation underscore config equals generation config. Okay, I have that. I have the same thing as you. See here. Running the same codes as you are. I'm importing my model now. Okay, and then I'm gonna click prompt model generation content. Okay, it works from my side. So let's go with the troubleshoot on yours. So maybe because one of your packages might be a newer one versus an older one, we might have to revert it back. So do maybe like a pip uninstall, but I have to see here. Let's see here. Just give me 1 second. Because it depends on your Google Colab notebook. Sometimes they update certain packages.
Okay.
See, just give me a second. See, this is a good thing you're doing this with me, right? Because then you'd be stuck at home trying to, what did I do wrong, right?
I tried to start, but at the beginning only it says like it's crashed. So I was thinking like maybe I did not do something right. So yeah, once I am able to run at least few prompts, then after that I can
Yeah,
able.
100%. Um, okay, so let's do a quick check for you. So let me just put this in the chat. If you can open a new cell and just put this in here.
So somewhere, I mean,
Yeah, it's under. It's usually around the middle. It pops up there thing that says code. Uh, Paste that in. Okay, you have the same.
okay.
Let's see here. Interesting. Just have to do like a quick version of which one is in.
Can I just update this to this? I'll run this. Okay. This is the outcome. Yeah. So since we asked, we set up only 1024 tokens, right? Is that what, that's why it's truncated here only?
Yeah, because we're doing only 1024.
Okay.
But yeah, so this one, yeah, because this one's so on ChatGPT, probably give you that part. So you'll see that this new version that they're including now has this parts section, dot parts. That's something new that they just came out with within the last, like in the last month right there.
Oh,
But I'm
okay.
worried that if you now include that dots part, that you might need that for the next type of prompts, and it might mess up the whole notebook because we now require that for all the responses.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
so let's see here.
Is this
So
because of, I mean, if I change to the 1.5 model, does it matters or?
no, this I'm just trying to find out which SDK version is you're running on, so I can maybe revert back so it can work for you. So can you try this? Can you try this one in the Zoom chat and see what kind of version you have on your Air platform?
Sorry, can you tell me exactly what I need to do?
Yep. So in the chat, I put you on the other import. I'm just trying to see what versions you have.
Oh, the new one. Okay, perfect.
1.97.0. So you saw the same as me. So we had the same Vertex A language model. You saw the same Google Cloud. Oh, Google Cloud, you are funny. I have all the exact same configs as you. Um, I wonder if anyone else has the same issue when you're running it. Okay, let's go to the next. Let's go to the next section and see if you can run that one.
This one, the list of 10 items. Oh, I think this one.
Okay. So that one worked.
Yeah. Earlier also it looks like this one, when I tried it worked.
Okay, hold on. Let me just double check. Model.generate underscore content. That's prompt model.generate underscore content prompt. Yeah, it's the exact same it's the exact same code. It didn't want to work for you above. So that's interesting. Just
Mm.
maybe try it one more time.
This one.
That one, second one, yeah.
Mm.
Print response.text, and this one's
So it
print.
looks like it is expecting the portrait. That is what it is. The value error is giving. So
Yes, but what's interesting about this part is that if you go to the next one, it's the exact same format.
yeah, but there's no part here, right? But still it.
And there's no part in that one either. So there isn't a part. So this is where it's interesting that it's doing it only for one thing, but the rest I think is going to be okay.
Mm.
Let's go to the next one from here.
Yeah. So here are 10 tech industry. This one also I think I ran before, so it worked for this part.
Okay, so you can change my industry and you can change it to any industry you want. Yep. So what you can see here is because we created a function that you can see in the brackets, my industry, that's considered a function, right? So instead of rewriting the prompt every single time, all you have to do is change the industry at the top, and then your model will run based off what you have. And once you start getting into more complicated things, you can write loops, right? Do it based off this one, and then next off, do a loop of another one, another one, another one, another one.
Mm. So, like this one, we are not expecting, right? Here are the 10. This is from the model.
Yes.
Okay. So, but every time we run, will it be giving like a different thing, especially this one, or it is same?
Well, it depends on the model. Sometimes it can be the same, sometimes it can be different. Remember, it's not deterministic.
Oh, okay. Mhm.
Yeah. You can try adjusting it different ways as well.
Oh, okay. Mm. Pharma industry, little bit changed, I guess. So, perfect. So this is like, yeah, we are using for 2.5, right? This one. So top P, more is oh, okay. Temperature more is like creative process, right? More creativity.
Correct. Correct.
So top P higher means it will pull from more possible next tokens based on cumulative probability. It will sample from more possible next. Can you tell the difference between P and K, like probably major difference between P and K? With this.
Yeah, so what I try to put in there is again, when you think about this, you think about this as different knobs in a radio and different things you're looking for.
Yeah.
So when you when you have like usually on a configuration, if you go back to the other to the top where we have the configuration, sorry, you can see there,
Yes.
right there. Okay. So when you run this, you typically will see a bunch of numbers like, okay, top 40, you'll see 40.8. So some people don't really know which ones to adjust and look from there. So typically what I usually tell individuals is to only think about the output tokens in temperature. Now, if you want to think about trying to get more probabilities or try to get more precise type of responses, this is where top K and top P comes from. So top K is trying to get more probable answers out. So right now it's trying to look at for the top 40 words that are possible outcomes. Um, so from these top 40 words, the top P will look at the 80% of them. So from these top words, they'll take they'll take for let's say let's say you're giving it okay, next word after king is like castle, right? So in other words, castle, moat, England, British, blah blah blah. They'll show you 40 different possibilities that could be part of that word. Top P will then sample the 80% of that 40% of that 40 words, trying to get you and pretty much get you the 80% of that there. Then once it's able to break down that filter, then it says, okay, well, the probability of the next token, the attention is actually should be this word and pops it out. So what you're trying to do is giving it more words also will increase more creativity. Top P as well, choosing your scope of large and small um, will also do that as well, right? So if you say top P, only look at the top 10%, that will shorten the look out from the top 40, right? So it would only look at 4 words versus the 40 words that you have. So when you adjust top K and top P, you're really playing with.
Yeah.
This is why you're doing something very specific, not getting the right wordings in a specific way, then you adjust.
Okay.
But yeah, so that's the difference between the top K and the top P. One is how many words, and the other one's is a sample of those probability words. So if you go back to definitions, I think I explained it more eloquently down there, but um,
So,
yeah.
can I ask one question? So, for example, here, because we kept the tokens 1024, that's why it looks like the message is truncated right here.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Is there, what should we adjust so that like based on our tokens, we get a complete answer? So, for example, answer could be in a brief, like 4 or 5 words also, right? Is there any
Yeah.
way?
So
Mm,
Yeah, so it looks like to me your answer was cut off, but when I ran it under 1024, I actually had a lot. 1024 is a lot of tokens.
oh,
So maybe if you expand it, if there's a little button on the left side, show click should view output full screen or something, maybe that will
where is this?
or show hidden output because I think you click hide on it on the press the blue thing beside it.
Something came up. I guess. Hmm.
Click on the X on the top right, and then I think something happened on your computer.
Yeah, it's
You can't click
frozen.
off. Yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
no
Yeah,
worries.
definitely. I'll check that one. In the
Okay,
meantime,
no
if
worries.
anyone have any questions, they can ask.
Yep, no worries. And if you're not sure if you're having the same issues trying to run it, have you been successfully able to get the notebooks or anything yet? Great, Vijay. I know Shahishi, you joined with an iPhone. I'm not sure if you have any questions yourself. Have you been able to download the notebooks and play with it yet?
I did get the notebooks, but I haven't played with it yet. So I just wanted to see how the progress is today. Yeah, with others, like I will do it today.
Yeah, no worries, no worries. Again, like it's hard to find a certain time, but as you can see, some people are running into some issues. But I think what VJ did was able to copy it and post it to ChatGPT and told it to fix the error. And even AI Studio, you can copy it there and give a
Yeah.
code. Yeah. So what I can do in the meantime, if no one has more questions, um, I could share my screen and go through the notebook again. I think I did that last class as well. So again, when I said 1024 on my side, it showed about this large response. Now, I think what you were showing here, I think your notebook's a little bit smaller because it gets cut off.
I
Sorry,
looked in the full screen also, it's still cut off in the full screen also.
okay.
Yeah, this is the one, so I kind of, it's a view output full screen, that's what is making it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe put what is large and give a detailed answer.
Okay. Hmm.
Give a detailed answer. Maybe put that in your prompt.
Detailed means, okay, please give detailed answer. Hmm.
Yeah, this is the issues with
Awesome.
using this new parts.
Oh, okay.
But it seems okay, let's see here.
This particular part is having issue. The next one seems working. Right?
Yeah.
So let me change the, I'll just with the temperature, like I want it more creative. So like, um, this, this pharma industry, I'll just take a photo of this and see. I want to see how the some changing actually. Okay, it's like change the order actually. It looks like based on the more creativity. So like I'll change back to 0.2 for testing the other things. So this is good. Okay. Oh, here we have another generation conflict on 40 point. Complete the sentence. When I opened my toolkit, I was surprised to find. Oh my god. This new error. Couldn't access. Okay. Interesting. Some temperature it gave the answer. Some it is this because of tokens? I don't know.
It's this parts thing that's messing this one up as well on that side. Because it's saying that some of it's requesting the parts side, So to me, it seems like there has to be some sort of it probably has two configurations in here because it's actually reading it, it's able to run it, it's able to give you some examples, but then it goes back and it's like, oh, actually, I need parts for this next part, which is
Oh,
which is
that's why, because of the initial one. So maybe let me run without parts. Yeah, but anyway, this is giving a issue, right? So, okay, like that's okay. I ignore that and then I'll come back and
let me just see something here.
somehow.
Yep, no worries. Let me see here. Find ways to get you a nice workaround.
Let me decrease the tokens and see, right? Oh, it's expecting more tokens or something certain.
Okay, let's try this one. Put this code in before you run the get before you put what is a large language model and then see what this and we'll see if that fixes it. Thanks, Felicia, for joining us today.
Thank you. Bye, guys.
So when I change the tokens to 10,000, so it is giving the all answer. Something with the tokens on, because see, I changed to 10,000 tokens. It gave an answer.
Yeah. I also put something in the chat as well.
Yes, I got it. So where can I put it? This one, so.
So just you can put that underneath before like what is a large language model? Like instead of doing the parts, you would use this. So now I'm gonna replace all that parts content and remove it off. So when you can answer this exact same question, we'll see what happens. So we'll click on play.
I run this now.
Yep. Yeah, so you do have an issue on your side because on my side, when I click on that, it is giving me a part. So it is requesting on your notebook some sort of parts for this. Okay, so let me just double check what other package it could be. Google Cloud Platform.
So I was under impression temperature range from 0 to 1, but even 1.5 is given here.
Yeah, you can go over. You can go up to I think it's up to 1.5 or 2 in terms of increased creativity.
Oh, okay. So temperature value 0 to 2, something like that. Something is really odd for me. I think it's the tokens only, I'm guessing so.
Yeah, let me just see. I think it has to do with your SDK. Let me just double check.
It did give the answer, like, so, derivative then generated. Oh, okay. Oh, text is not printed.
I think I found out what it was for yourself. So let's go and uninstall and reinstall things. Okay, so on the top of your notebook, you can put this in here.
And I do.
Yeah, and just anywhere we're in the bottom bar right there. Install AI, install Vertex AI. Yep. So we're going to uninstall the version that you have, and we're going to put a version that works for the code that we have. Restart session. Okay, so I think it's restarting right now.
There is some error here.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Okay, so let's go back down, and don't run the import Python thing. Just go down below. We need to now, yep, do the import those files. Okay, we'll run that. We'll run the next one as well. We'll run the normal prompt code. Don't worry about that one. Yeah, that's it. Shows 0.4 now. Don't worry about that one either. Oh,
Okay, okay. So,
but it should give you a response out anyways. So let's go down. The last one, prompted as a large language model.
this one.
Yeah. Yeah, just go back to your installation. I think I may have seen an error in your installation. Sorry, if you go back up. Just want to double check if it actually did or not. Okay, so on the bottom, sorry, if you go scroll to the bottom of that. Okay, warning. The following packages were personally imported in the runtime. Okay. So it says here you need to
Buffer, some buffer is it because of some space in my laptop?
no, this is, remember I told you about why we create new environments and things like that, because sometimes you have packages that are installed that are incompatible with the packages you need. So they need, when you're trying to install a new package, you get this error.
Okay.
Okay, so let's
Can I try in the Visual Studio on
if you have Visual Studio,
I think, yeah.
you have to create .env file.
Yeah, open file. I thought So we need to download something, right, for Gen AI.
It's probably on your, because it's probably on your Google Drive. You download all the prerequisites from the Git.
So can we directly access Google Drive here or
No, you'd have to download the files
files and
on
okay.
your laptop and go from there.
Sure, I'll try before next class. I'll try to do.
Yeah, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open up a fresh Google Colab that I don't have this in, and then I'm gonna try running it and see if I get the same error as you. Yeah, I opened up a new Google Colab, fresh, not even running my thing, and I was still able to run it.
Okay. Something odd with my system.
The only issues I had issues with was trying to set up my Google Cloud, my Google API key.
Okay. So I'm trying to. So from GitHub, I need to download the whole package, I guess, if I want to run on the web.
Yeah. Yeah, it works now for me. As we did, sometimes it's hard. What I would do is maybe just re-download the whole notebook again. Open up as a fresh notebook, and then try again that way.
Perfect. I'll try to redo the whole thing from the scratch and let me see.
Okay, sounds good.
By next week. Thank you so much, Luis.
No worries. Let me know, BJ, if he's still running into issues. If you're still running into issues, what I can do is I can create a notebook with parts in it, the new way. That way you can just keep running it and you don't have to run and adjust the code to make it run for you.
Sure, definitely. I'll give a shot tomorrow on that.
Okay, sounds good.
Thank you, Luis.
All right. Has anyone else any more questions? If not, we can call that today for today's office hours.
Okay. I have a quick question.
Yep.
I was trying to run on the Visual Studio. I did the first one, Jupyter pip install, and the second one is in the notebook is to run the set the Google API key, right? So that time it says the Google Colab could not find a version that satisfies the requirement Google Colab.
Okay, so are you using Google Colab or using VS Code? Which one are you?
I'm using VS Code.
So VS Code has its own separate notebooks. So in the folder, in the Git folder, there should be one called Google Colab folders, and the other one should be a Python. The other one should be called like a,
Okay. So then I did not use okay, I see that. Okay. Yeah. Okay, no worries.
hopefully
I
hopefully
will
make
look at
it a
it
little
then.
easier for you and makes
Yeah.
it work. Yeah, awesome.
Thank you.
No worries. Okay, everyone, have yourself a great Wednesday, and let me know if you have any questions. Okay. Bye.
Thank you.
Thanks,
So
Luis.
much, Luis.
Thanks, Luis. I will ask other folks also to give it a shot. And maybe
Yeah,
on Saturday, we'll take a poll as how many of them were able to do it. I think this is very important, right? They're trying it out is very important. Listening is one part of it, trying it out and making sure we are able to run it. I think that's the second part.
exactly.
Thanks, Luis. Thank Manoj.
Sure, yes. Okay. Thanks, Luis.
Sounds good. Okay, talk to you later.
Bye.